Alright, so I'm going to take roll really fast so you guys are working on your bell work. Don't pull your strings. Okay? Okay. Is anyone team bow today?
He's at the upper. With Mr. Saxton, so
Oh,
that's
yeah, wildlife deal? Okay.
yeah.
Alright. Okay. So today we're gonna talk about what we're doing. Okay, so we're gonna do ice welding very first thing. I promised you on Thursday since we didn't get to it. And then we're gonna talk about this week's welds. So we have 2 welds again this week. Okay? So first is our ice welding. So this is mine at home. Thank you. I think it's so cool. Okay? So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to weld ice. Because what is welding?
It is 2 alike objects being melted together.
Fused
together.
Fused.
Wait, can I try putting it in the microwave just for like 5 seconds?
Fused!
There's a way. I'll do one too. Okay.
That's hard to do in gloves.
Okay, and I'll go with the ice cubes. Okay, thanks.
I'm a poor bug right
Me too, I'm down to $75.
Like, I get a pudding cup for $1.
So you're gonna put it on your favorite plate.
I'm gonna be late.
Give me a can. Holy wet floor!
Are you alright, Riley?
Yeah, I'm okay.
You're good.
Cowboy boots suck.
You have to bring a pudding in here, not sharing.
Okay.
He doesn't want your
So
tongue
can
on
you
his
break ice?
Like,
Right.
what do you mean break guys?
Like, you know, like that. Okay?
I got
And I'm gonna light everyone's candle.
wait.
How many pieces do we need? Just 2 each?
2 each.
I feel like I can do some
Okay.
music in there. One second. I got like a beat going on.
Hey, we got lighters.
Yeah, that pink one's not mine.
There you go, sir.
I think that white one is mine.
Make sure your safety glasses are on.
Here's
While I
your
light
ice.
your candle.
Safety, guys, safety.
Move all little objects away.
Riley, I'm like, how
My backpack? That's not fine. Oh, I better build this up. Don't do it yet.
Okay? Everyone almost got 2 ice cubes.
You can have it up.
Okay. Here's yours too.
Oh, JD.
Okay. So you're gonna try to get your
That's it.
ice to fuse together.
I'm gonna do myself a 60-11 bead right here.
Are you?
Wait a second, they're not even, the edges aren't even together yet.
Wait, no, I'm gonna do this here.
It's possible.
some salt.
I did it. It's possible.
It's gonna slip out.
It's not possible, that's not.
It is.
Byron, come hold my ice for me before this camera. Dude, hold it like right here, dude. No, I'll help you out.
Okay, we'll do a little bit
Hold it
of
together for that egg.
getting this one melted and then stick it on there.
Gosh, dang it. How are we supposed to weld if this went out?
It's easy. Just drop it on. Just drop it. No, here, put yours in.
You got it? Woohoo! Okay.
Uh-oh.
I got it.
Got it?
Not very good.
Oh, the candle wax?
Gosh, this one out again.
Where's your safety glasses? Friends?
You messed up?
That is really cold.
Well, yeah.
Dude, just weld
Okay,
it.
now we're gonna go like this, and we'll get the outside welded together. Make it look all pretty.
She says it's possible.
It is.
Hold on to my eyes. Too cold.
What the heck?
You're gonna stay.
Move slow or it's gonna suck.
I don't know, but that's very good.
This candle is defective.
What? Why don't we just wipe your wig back, okay?
Look at this bead I got. It's gonna be.
Oh, dang it.
Riley,
Toss me that light.
can you pass me a lighter?
Someone?
I'll just get it.
Are you using wax?
Oh,
Probably wax.
this one's defective too.
Leave it in there.
You're not supposed to take the wig out.
On one side?
It fell on the ground. Watch this. This wax is gonna weld it together.
I got it. Oh, I got it. See? Okay.
Oh crap.
Alrighty.
I just got water in where the wax was melted, and so now it's probably gonna go out.
Hey Byron, you should post.
Dang it! My welds suck.
Hey, my weld's good after I came back like 3 times.
Right, okay, so your grades are all up to date in this class. So
What
when I
the
first
heck?
started them in, I just started in one at a time. So now, it's okay, you're not failing.
Leave it.
Alright, JD, we're okay now.
No, it's still going.
Is it?
There's water in there, so it's like freezing up there. Oh, there we go.
What the heck? It just fell out. That's nice.
Your wig is off?
Yeah. Okay, I welded it together with some wax. Oh, there, it just broke it. Ah. How was you supposed to just drop the wax on?
No.
No, you melt it and then it freezes itself back up.
What?
So think of welding.
Just
Think
dropping
of
the
welding,
wax on
JD. JD, think of welding. What's welding? What's the definition? Yeah. So why is the wax not working?
Well, it did work. I just dropped the wax.
No, the wax didn't work. Why isn't it working?
But it's not fusing together. But now my candle's messed up. How did that even come
What are you doing?
Because wax is not.
Wax isn't water.
I see what you're doing there.
Take out my knife. I'm gonna take out my knife.
No.
Oh my.
It's like halfway in.
I'm sorry, but.
What the heck? What did I do?
Oh, no. Rip on these
Dude,
taps.
I didn't.
Light me up, you dude.
I don't have
No,
my flash. Yeah, me and JD are.
You told me to. You misled me. You told me I was.
Holy crap, I'm confused and pulled out. That is.
Oh! Yeah,
Fuses.
Pretty good. God dang, Byron misled me. You told me I was supposed to be doing this thing, dropping wax.
You're supposed to think of your own strategy. That was your bell work.
Oh,
You have a knife truck?
you're just, dude, just smell it.
Okay.
Like nothing's a stick. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's like milk.
Here, here. I'll trade you.
No, I'll mess that up. Yeah,
You're supposed to just set it.
don't worry, I burned my knife one time anyway.
So we can set it.
We need safety gloves too.
Well, you're not supposed to touch hot metal either. It's scary.
Dude, you can't even look at our
You
rig.
got water in it, you idiot.
I didn't know.
No.
You got it? Okay. So,
You gotta go in a circle just like
Oh, it is sizzling.
No.
okay, Kyle, you got yours? It's all welded together.
No. Ah!
Hey,
I did that.
see you later.
Take that.
Oh, that's what it looks like black.
Oh, he's got you. Okay, so far, me, Kyle,
Well, I've sorted out. I think.
Brayden, right?
Where's my lighter?
I got it.
What age?
Riley's got it. So, just one lady and Byron.
Well, I've actually found out how to actually do it. Not put wax on it.
Well, I'm so sorry. I led you astray.
Now we're gonna weld stuff together. It doesn't melt.
Okay, so once you've welded, just blow your candle out. Don't set it on the table.
Would you look at that?
Woo! JD's got
Oh,
it.
just broke it. As I said that down.
Okay, so what was your tensile strength?
No,
Your
not
guys.
much.
Mine?
Yeah, what do you
This
think?
is .0511.
Did you just knock out your flame again?
No, I dropped my eyes.
That's why you screamed to drop your eyes? Wait, what?
I didn't hear what you say. This is really cold.
I quit.
Fail me.
It's easy, you can do it. Look, all your friends have done it.
I had it.
Come on,
dude.
Byron. Everybody's doing that.
Just you and water left. You can do it.
Come on, Byron. Everybody's
Everybody's doing it.
Byron. Right there. Strong draft.
Your life.
Mine just might be out of fuel.
You want my cigarette?
Cigarette.
Mine's just covered in water and wax, and that was like a real.
Orange. You're
Come
gonna
on,
get it,
please
JD.
don't be out.
Oh, I already had it. I just dropped my eyes.
It's because you got water in it, so it's like sizzling.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna just put us in keep holding.
Mine's burning good. Are they scented?
I don't know, they're emergency things. I don't know.
Ow!
I don't wanna
I
let
quit. My lighter's out.
No, no, it's back together.
No, it's not out. Why is it not spiking?
It's okay, dude. This isn't welding, this is just holding ice cubes over.
No, we're
Did it
gonna
melt?
to the plate yet. I got it for you.
How many do you go set it outside, Sebastian?
Dude, dude, look at this.
Ah,
They set
You're
down
getting it,
slow.
one?
Yeah, I am kidding.
Oh,
look at that crap.
your flame is your
Oh,
friend.
frick, I dropped my ice. Okay, that's an omen.
Okay, so
I did it. I'm setting it down.
last week on our
I did it.
T-Weld, what did Mr. Wells say?
No undercut.
Well, yeah, but something
Well,
is our
unless
friend.
it's a
What
little
is our
bit.
friend? Heat. So heat's your friend. So you can put your ice over your heat. Because that's what'll fuse it together.
I don't know why, but for some reason I feel like I'm ready for it. Like for some reason thought my nail was cooled out, even though I didn't step out on my boot.
You wanna try it?
I
You do it.
didn't like my.
Oh, your hands are cold.
Yeah.
It'll warm them up.
Fired on that before.
Byron
get it?
had a brain fart and forgot how to weld.
You get it?
Hey, I really figured out the problem with 6013. Do not go on DC positive current. That is bad, dude.
You can do either or, but
No, DC
AC
positive.
is better.
Yeah, it's silly. I could barely even get it to keep on going with that. DC positive. But and it's cold. Dude, you live my life.
Roll up, baby.
What is on that? That's nasty. What? It's like wax, but like it's brown, like gray.
Weird.
Probably lit.
You can borrow it from your friend.
Any issues on You done did broke it.
It did that 10 seconds ago, but
Oh, it's probably lit. Yeah. There you
fine. Hold it over.
go. Just get another lighter and just stand up.
Just borrow some of Riley's. Look at Riley's candle.
He has to get it with that one. Good move.
Okay, good. You can get one.
I got some wax on the table.
Come on, Juan.
You can do
Hey,
it.
just throw this away, you know?
Can't beat me.
So throw your ice away and your plate. Keep your candle.
That's not a good deal.
Look at that.
Skill. Wait, whoa.
Okay, so put your candle. You can do it.
That's okay.
Alright.
Oh, please.
Whatever you do.
How do you turn ice black? There's a black spot on my ice.
Those are the lighting candles or something. Ooh, it's gonna be hot.
It's not gonna be hot.
Dude, candles are
Always
hot.
put a candle in there.
Someone give me their candle and their ice.
You seriously still don't have it welded together?
Someone give me their candle.
Gone, man.
Okay.
You still don't have it welded together? Everything was multiplied 2 seconds over the phone.
My welds suck.
Candle.
I'm keeping this.
Broke with my bare hands.
I thought we were actually going to be able to make a big thing on the ice. That'd be cool.
Can I put my candle?
You look at the ice.
Here, I can light it over here.
Can you?
This crap out there.
This might take me 2 seconds, but
Okay.
We still doing it?
Yeah, I don't even have flame. And I'm
Give
gonna
me a
love
dollar,
that
I'll
color.
do your road for you. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fire it up.
Did you know I actually drink wax? I don't know, like Lime's comedy and actually this
Not the point of this. Don't cheat.
Yeah.
Don't, not on the flame, just wait while you're melting it. You're like,
No,
You get it?
oh wait, no, I'm working on it.
You can do it.
Up a centimeter. To the left another side.
To the right.
Half a centimeter.
Up low. Get it low.
You don't want it to melt.
Okay, so how can we help Juan and
We can just do it
Kick
for
him out of this
here.
car.
No.
Oh, years ago.
right? So,
I hate
you're not
water.
supposed to do it for him.
You don't know that?
Maybe he'll pay you.
Yeah, dude. You're gonna give the dog this, right, Byron?
No.
$20. That's how much it's worth.
$20 for a whale?
Yeah.
I think I did get it.
You did it?
Yeah.
Hold it upside down.
Byron's about to do this, dude.
Oh!
Don't you worry, Byron's about to do this, dude.
Look, I had it that close. You guys yelled. No, too close.
Look at this, you were on the flame, dude.
I did it without a name flame. I just got it wet in this water here and stuck it together.
Just put it in the microwave first. Dude, Byron.
Riley, I'm leaving your jacket in the towel.
Alright.
Oh.
Blow your candles out and put them on there.
Oh, that's a little hot on my finger.
Yeah.
Look, we can use this as like a rod and like get your glider out. Like,
Can we weld the camera together?
Why not?
That'll be fun.
Easy. You
I
just
don't know,
need
dude.
wire.
It's not
You can do it.
It's not welding. I need new ice cubes.
I need new ice cubes.
Okay, how can we help
glider.
Byron
It's like
with
use
his
this as a
well?
rod.
Get new ice cubes?
Oh, that's all cool.
That's the first step. Now hold them.
Rinse
Now hold your
over
big
there,
size
in the corner.
sketch. Hold your big size. Make sure they're like all the way touching. And then
No, Byron. No, Byron.
you're gonna get this, dude.
Okay, so the rest of you
It's like
should
roasting
throw away your paper
marshmallow.
plates and stuff like that. That'd be great.
I always burn my marshmallows.
You did!
It was the ice cube. We'll blame it on the ice cube.
Slow down.
It goes down, that's the ball.
Okay. It's yours now.
I'm just gonna go outside and throw this.
I bet if you poured water on the ice cube, like you just got it wet, and you walked outside and held it together, and it held together.
I need a towel. You made a mess.
Did you? Okay,
Jeez,
so
dude.
this week's weld, what do we think?
Horizontal.
Yeses? Yeses, yeses?
I practiced.
It's a butt whale.
It's a booty wheel.
Horizontal.
Horizontal booty wheel.
Horizontal booty whale.
Alright, put it away. Where did you get that hat tonight?
My cousin.
What did you say?
We got a horizontal booty wheel coming up in the shop.
Power engineering.
Okay.
Oh, dude, this is recording.
Okay, so to save my voice. Okay, so before we talk about this week's welds, what are some pitfalls to ice welding?
It's ice and it melts.
It's cold.
Okay, so it melts, cold.
It doesn't fuse very good.
You can make it, it just kind of melts.
It's slippery.
Slippery,
No, slicker.
slickery,
Slickery.
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 It is not very
You forgot the
strong.
CK.
How do you spell slickery?
CK.
CK?
Is that even a
How's
word?
it Q?
Now,
Slick curry.
Drake just made that.
Slickery?
No, I've said it before.
So it's hard to fuse.
Slickery.
Did someone say hard to fuse?
Yes. It does not hold up very well.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have a very good tensile
Our
strength.
candle has no
No
tensile
tensile
strength. It didn't have
It
any
did not
long.
have good rod.
So, do these be like some pitfalls that we see in regular welding?
Yeah, kind of.
No.
Well, not like this one.
60-11 is
Hard to
4
fuse.
or 60-13.
Right? Okay, so what about just like
Hard to
regular
strap.
welding.
Hard to strap.
Just like that.
Not the hardest, right? Well, I can do like another tip called just regular welding.
Like, you have to be able to do the
Like
right
my start.
stuff.
I'd say like the title, like the kind of one, like the title, how you do this to the and stuff, like
Yeah.
60-13 hard and fast, you can really control the puddle with like, yeah.
Okay, so in our ice welding, what was like our electrode?
Or electrode, or what? Water.
Our hand.
The candle, I think.
Yeah, the candle.
Yeah.
Long axis of fine.
The candle is where we welded it.
Thing, yeah. We're on water, the candle, to be like your electrode. Okay. How come ice welding works for most of us?
You like the earth materials.
Right? But it melts, and then how can you like take it away quick?
It's cool. Cools and that.
Right.
Comes back together.
So it, so it's like ice is not liquid, it's solid.
Fire.
You put it in the freezer to,
It's solid. Are you the new Mr. Stones? Our last year's math teacher, he always did this.
no, but okay, so you put the ice, you put the water in the ice cube tray, you put it in the,
Freezer.
and it,
Solidified.
what are you saying?
Same thing.
Yeah. I do the same thing. Okay?
Oh.
Okay, so we're just gonna
You don't have to put it in the freezer,
go around
show
the
it to the
room,
door.
you're gonna read one thing off this sheet, okay?
Huh?
Each of you can read one thing off this sheet, so I don't have to keep talking. Because my throat hurts. Alright,
I'm talking man, I'm talking like
Okay, so-
like,
So what, after read one?
yep.
nice and
one.
front.
Use E6013 electrode.
Yep.
Use 2 pieces of metal. Use a big full length on both sides of the door.
Fill in crater after the engine freeze. Clean the well with water.
So the wire brush, I have a new switch on it, so now you don't have to plug it and unplug it, you just switch.
60-13.
Wait, the wire wheel, you mean?
Yeah.
When that's like we can't use a wire.
Well, some of your wells are hard to grade, so I had to go out there and wire build them anyways.
So how do you do the horn, you do the back?
we can do that.
So we can?
Yeah.
Okay. If he says no, I'll tell him that the teacher that's teaching has told us we could.
You have no control
We
over us
used the
anymore.
wire wheel all the time in college, so.
You got mad at
So when
us.
you're doing this, you do the backwards, see?
When I had all the good ones, see, splatter
Okay.
puddles. I cried
Okay,
them
so
off.
one's turn.
6, 12, 1, 7, 9.
Thank you.
And a bridge. Use little range from chart and adjust from there.
So what should we use for 60-13?
But
About
now,
105.
Yeah, do DC positive, use DC positive.
No, it's AC.
AC. Okay?
AC 9095.
Yeah.
Or you wanna
So like
use,
90 to 100 ish.
you wanna use 105 DC positive.
Okay, so JD, you're number 2.
Arc length, usually 1/16 of an inch to 1/8 of an inch. Listen to it. Should sound like frying bacon. Keep it constant.
I like bacon.
Right, so Kyler in 7th hour, I was just welding and I could hear his welder right, and it did not sound good at all. And I went over there and went, wait a minute, I got it up to 150. No.
You just really want to use.
Right, so like after a while you'll be able to hear
There's
it.
one
So
welder,
it
it's a
should sound
piece
like-
of junk, like you go out there and start welding, and
Oh,
it goes,
Mr. Mason.
so it'll like,
Okay, also,
it'll go and stop and go and stop.
so last week, who used booth number 6?
JD, did you use this?
And you didn't clean up all of your electrode stuff?
Dude, I know. I was like, I ran out of time, and then I was just like, whatever. And then there was all these rolls in there and stuff.
So this week when we go out to weld,
Is it clean right now?
no,
Oh.
no, like when we go out to weld, you really have to make sure that you sweep out your booth every time.
I know it was me. I I had to go, like it was at the 6th, I had to make it to Mrs. Stevens' class.
Steve, you're late to her class.
Dude, she probably looked like Superman punched me in the face as I walked in.
Okay, so who has number 3? I think Riley.
Angle of electrode,
Mm-hmm.
15 degrees to 25 degrees from vertical.
So let's
In
picture.
direction of travel, right.
Yeah, I thought you were really cool. Is that going up? Oh yeah, it is going up.
Yeah, so it's a bad picture, but your weld should be like this, and you should go from left to right.
Well, if you just turn your papers.
Yeah.
So what do left-handed people do? Do they have to go left to right too? I'm just wondering.
Can they go right to left? Kind of like our pads, we went right to left. On our pads,
Yeah.
we do that. We
Yeah,
go
yeah.
left, it doesn't matter.
Are you left-handed, Red?
No, I was just wondering.
Oh, okay.
Because it'd be weird if I had to weld this way.
Well,
Hey, it says butt weld. Why is there a key weld over here?
That's the
yeah. You're looking at it
Oh,
from this way.
that's the rod.
Yes.
That's the rod, yeah.
That was
Okay,
like
so- We're not gonna drop. That's, yeah, I'm not that bored. Okay, so 4, Kyle.
Speed of travel, watch the width of the code, keep it constant, and angle steady.
We're gonna be able to do horizontal.
Hey, I did a horizontal too.
Wait, actually, Gary, can you do the S's with 60-13 on horizontal? You do the S's, or do you have to do the backwards C's? You gotta do the C's.
So with what's now with
60-13.
60-13.
You do the S's.
Okay, so it's really hard with 60-13 to do any motion more than just a little bit of C if you're going to do it, and it's just a little bit because you have to keep remembering the characteristics of the weld, right? So anytime we change the characteristics, when we get away from the 60-10, 60-11s, they're called fast freeze. So fast freeze means it's going to roll in there, and it'll cool fast enough that you're not adding impurities into it. So with 60-13, because it's not fast freeze, it stays cool longer. And if we put back in there, we're pushing slag inside our bead.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you have to do it because it stays liquid longer.
So is that why I was getting undercuts, because I was dropping that C?
No, well, usually undercuts because undercuts basically two things. First off, you have an arc current. So if we drew it on the board, right? So if we're doing a T-weld, right, and we're trying to get this, but we're getting really bad undercut. Okay, you have to think of the angle of your rod, right? So when your rod's coming in like this, and it's sending current out, a lot of times it's because we're either it's forcing that cut. It's forcing that cut everywhere, but why don't we see it? It fills it in. So we just basically have to let that bead fill in. So there's two things we can do. We can go slower so that it has a chance to fill in up here, or bring it up, and that's why we've done a little bit of a pause. So when we're doing that, weld, right? So now we're going to do horizontal, right?
Drag on horizontal.
So we're going to want to come in. We're going to want to come in kind of at an angle up to it, okay? And then we're probably going to get more of this action, right? Because it's wanting to drip. So we're just going to have to be really careful when we're doing it, that we're making sure that this part gets a chance to fill in.
And can you drag on horizontal? Or do you,
Yeah, yeah, you
drag
can.
on horizontal?
Yeah, you're going to want to see what works best for you. Everybody welds different. Okay, and so see how we're pointing down at it? By pointing it down at it, that's going to direct your heat where? Up, right? So we're going to try to avoid this drip, right? And then you see how they're doing the go up and then back like this, right? As you're going horizontal, which is basically what we talked about, those little backward C's. See?
Those aren't backwards C's, those are C's.
Well, you're right. Yeah, they are. You're right. They are C's. Yeah.
So we're supposed to do C's?
Well, it's not.
Does it matter if we do C's?
It's not a
backwards?
C, right? We're not doing C's. It's more like this thick.
Pressing.
Yeah.
Okay. And I would pause, just a slight pause at the top, because that lets that fill in that arc cut, the undercut.
So do you want us to like do kind of like a backward shred?
Just like that. So we're coming up.
So still, you're still doing like the C, not backwards.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. And the other part that you need to be careful of is everybody wants to drop it down too far. Like we're talking, when we're really doing with our rod, we're just talking just a little bit, right? Don't bring it like big old. It's just a little bit up, pause, down. Okay.
Sometimes I get paused at the bottom. Sometimes.
Yeah, you can't pause at the bottom ever when you're doing it out of position. Can't pause at the bottom ever. When we get doing overhead stuff, it's more like a J kind of.
Overhead, that's gonna be some.
But that's what's causing it, is the arc force. So sometimes, if I flatten it up just a little bit, because it's going to run down anyway, if you flatten it up just a little bit, it's going to help that. You just have to make sure you're still touching the bottom too.
So what's that S when you were talking about?
Well, okay, so the S is kind of a similar deal. So I was coming like this. So that's the backward C. That's the backward.
So which one were we supposed to do then? The C. Which one? Oh, not the C.
The C or like the M kind of.
Yeah, so you're usually supposed to do the areas for the 63.
Alright, so that's the what
There's an arm set up that connects to the transit.
Alright, so here's your grade sheet for this week. So this week it a little different, so you can save paper and trees a little bit. So 4th hour is 1 through 7.
I hate trees.
Dude, that's only one though.
Right, so it's on that. Okay? So it's kind of like last week how we did a bead, and then we did our weld, right? So our butt weld is starts Q minus 10, ending not filled, so cold starts, okay? So your bead width on your butt has to be 1/4 of an inch, okay? And it's -1 per 160 under or over.
This will be a 1/4 inch?
No, 5/16.
5/16.
Yeah, it's 5/16.
Goes on here, cross that out,
So a quarter
1/4.
on both of them or just the second?
Good thing I actually have a pencil
It says
today.
5/16.
On both. Okay, so on both of them it should be 1/4. So where it says up here, cross that out and put 1/4.
Oh,
On the same
that
one
would
with
have
that.
helped
remember that.
last time, because I sat there forever trying to make
Yeah.
it bigger.
Just a quarter. Just remember a quarter.
And a lot of them this week, some of them were under, a lot of them were over by a couple. Most of them were pretty close though. So evenness of bead, so I just want to make sure that your bead is even. So this one you don't have to stop and restart, so you just go the whole way, okay? Undercut, -2, -15. So the max you can get on that is -15 for undercut.
But it's the same beat. Are we just doing two? That's the same exact beat.
So one is just a bead, and then the other is a butt weld.
One's just a bead.
Right, so we'll get to the bead in a minute. So evenness and technique. So if I see like a lot of spatter and stuff like that, I'll mark you off.
And with this one, we don't want to stop and start.
Right. Okay. Okay. So the bead is centered over your joint. 2 -5. Okay, so if it's not centered. Safety specs, clean up. Bead.
I know. I really don't have time to do this.
Okay, and then late -10. So we'll probably do it like again last week, how we did 100 minutes of welding, and then we'll get 30 minutes of if you have to catch up. Okay.
What are welds going to be next week?
What welds next week?
We can practice.
So we can practice. We have some couple extra credit welds too that we can throw in there. Okay.
We need extra credit.
So the horizontal bead. So everyone flip your sheets over. Okay. So we left off on Kyle, I think. So you get number 1 on horizontal bead. Position.
Use 6013 electrical.
Use one piece of metal.
Consistent.
Filling crater at the end of bead.
Clean the weld with the wire brush.
Weld. One side only.
right? So let me show you this example.
Well,
So someone turned in this weld, and it's their T-weld with their bead on it, okay? So it's super hard for me to grade this.
Why?
Because I can't get, so I'm trying to get, so when I measure height, usually it's the end of the metal. So then I just take my ruler and I measure height, right? But for this one, it's hard.
Wait, what the heck? It's like dip that. What did they do at the end?
Yeah.
Is that Kyler's?
Yeah.
That is a boss bead undercut. Oh, that's beauty.
See, the bad part is this isn't even his weld.
Did you see my 60 leg?
Okay, so he didn't get very many points on it, so he turned in someone else's weld. Very fast.
What? Kyler?
That's too
Here,
many.
flip it
It's
over.
not power.
Flip it over.
It's because Fab have already taken it actually, so they're already good.
Yeah, he's in all.
That's his
No,
number.
Oh.
Okay,
Well.
so when we do this week's weld, just one piece of metal for your bead.
Let's use T-Weld. Which one's T-Weld?
Okay, so just one piece of metal for your T-weld, or your
Which one's
butt
the
weld.
actual T-weld that you're grading on?
Jeez, that looks like my DC positive, right? Is that on AC?
I don't know.
What are you
That's on
doing
AC, that's
there?
a bad deal.
What the?
Okay, so what is this? What is this?
No idea.
Horrible?
So what happens though?
Oh, that just means that he didn't connect with the bottom. Like it was just hitting the top of it, but it wasn't connecting.
Right, or if you go too fast and it fills in with slag before, yeah. Okay, so there's that. So don't do that. It's hard to grade.
That was a
I
bad
suck
deal.
at welding.
Okay,
Kyler, you suck at
so here's our quiz average, okay? So our class average was an 8.57,
85.
out of what?
10.
Oh,
So it's an 8 out of a 10. I don't know, all your quizzes are over there. You
I
can get
know.
them after announcement, okay? So just hang on to that. Okay, so 7th hour had a 7.6 as their average.
Oh. Probably just Kyler.
Is this the one where it's a stop start on the speed? It's gonna be stop start on the speed?
So this week's speed is just
Oh, you're just
go.
going?
You just go. No stop start.
I'm glad we practiced that, because I never did really do that until, yeah,
Is
actually.
Kyler in their 7th hour?
Like
Okay,
if
that
I,
explains it, guys. Kyler's in 7th hour.
I thought it was hard, and actually it's not that hard going back.
Okay, so we're not on a stop start, quarter of an inch. And it helps if you do your bead first and then try to do your next weld. That way you're all practiced up and stuff. Okay?
Horizontal bead.
So, okay. So this class, I noticed that no one answered the bonus except for Byron.
What was our bonus?
Wow.
There wasn't a there was a bonus?
Yes!
Those are
You
good
didn't tell
bottoms.
us that.
Okay, it's at the very bottom, and it said, what's wrong? So it said,
Oh, I did.
out of A and B, which is the normal one. And everybody had A. But then the bonus said, what's wrong with B?
Oh,
Too
I
thin?
So what was wrong with B? Do you remember what B
Too
looked
thin?
like?
Too thin?
Yeah, it's too thin.
Like way too fast or something?
Yeah.
And you weren't hot enough.
Right. So that bead is like the coldest bead in basic whole flipping. So it's probably a good thing I welded on the back side, because it probably would have broke off. Okay?
How did you even get it that thing?
It was really hard for me to do, actually, because I'm such a good welder.
You're like, that was my regular.
So I haven't arc welded in like 2 years, right? So that was my very first bead, and I was like, that's a good example. I'll take that one. I know. I've been
Well, I
practicing.
don't want to hear it.
Okay, so here's our grade sheet for our bead, okay? Cold start to -10, ending's not filled. Bead
What is a
width,
cold start with that?
When you start.
I know all about that.
Oh. It's like when you have your welding too cold.
Yeah, and it's like,
So just have a little
what's the
temperature.
structure? What you're doing? Can't describe.
okay, so when we're welding and you have your piece of metal, what should you do before you start? So this is your piece of metal.
Let your,
I usually let it start and I kind of
let it warm up for.
Yeah. And then you get your puddle, right?
Oh, okay. So like after, yeah.
I usually start with it like half on, strike it with a half on, and if you hold it out just a little bit longer, it creates more heat faster. Then you have to move in and fill it in, right? You can't go on with it out longer, but just hold it out just a little bit. Let it get the metal to a liquid state.
How long should you let it warm up?
You just like, you do like 2 or 3 seconds.
It's all about watching the puddle. Once the puddle starts flowing,
Then you're good.
So here's his ending, and here's the start, right? And that start is cold.
That is,
Wait, what?
that is a bad, that's actually, never mind, that's pretty bad.
Okay, so it's
Why
super
did he do
cold.
that little corner at the end there?
It's not even his weld, so.
It would have been a good one if he's
width is 1/4 of an inch, so -1 if it's under or over, right? Your evenness in your bead, super even, no like dips or anything like that, okay? Undercut to -15, evenness and technique, height, evenness, do -5. So on the sheet, what should our height be?
Said 116.
Yep, so it should be a 16 height.
Can we try building? I've actually never tried building it up.
I don't even have my
Well,
phone. My mom
You
told
texting
me.
your dad?
Huh?
Texting
Yep, that's
your
what
dad?
it is with that. No, I'm just kidding.
My mom told me my phone.
I just
Okay,
have to look and see.
right? Safety specs to clean up, JD.
No.
She
Don't
said
you?
something about cleaning up.
Wait, -10.
Did you subtract and pay?
No, I didn't. Well, then I didn't know whose booth it was. So I have to give stuff out of the same lecture.
Now
Who's
you-
booth C? You know what?
It was me. No, it was. I was gonna
C, because I was gonna say I was in C during this class.
I was gonna clean it up.
You said who's in booth C? Or something, didn't you?
6. Booth
Oh,
6.
I was gonna say, because I'm
Wait,
in
where did
booth
you get
C.
C from? Okay, what's your...
I was gonna clean it up until I only had like 2 minutes till the bell and then it rung and I was getting my coveralls and I was like, I'll clean it up.
Okay. You should see my booth. My booth is always number 12, and it's like primo.
Christine.
Yeah, I even switched out all the electrodes from behind it that someone just chucked off behind the welder. It's beautiful.
What do you want me to clean up?
Just when we go out next time. Right, this is an even class, so Wednesday. Okay, so here's the other thing too. So out on that table this weekend, I labeled it, so there's like masking tape, 1 through 16, a box, right? So both of your welds are graded, and they're in your box. So whatever you want to do. You can keep them forever.
I'm trying to build a video on so I want to
Okay, so whatever you want to do with your welds.
or secondly,
I got one right here. If you want to go get your welds,
I got 150.
is he there?
Bye.
okay, there's right there on that table where Arlene did.
Where is my thing going?
So go get their welds from last week. So if you want to see your
I'm
welds,
not afraid to do it. I could, if we can get on YouTube and show this one, I think it'll work good. I just didn't know if there was already an Idaho one. I thought I had a DVD one and I
Kyle, do you want to come get your welds?
No, I got one.
okay.
Okay.
Hey Ben, this is Kevin Wells. How are you? Good. How's the new office there working? Is it? Yeah. They need to get someone hired to be us an extension agent. They about have you, and then you put the big one in the job, right? Yeah.
Okay, so now we all know where the box is.
Hey, so
So we're
here's
gonna
my
come back
question.
in and we're gonna talk
The
about.
FFA kids are coming in, and me are coming in on Friday to do the 4-H Friday for their livestock kids. Is there an extension, like a video on quality grading or yield grades and stuff like
Why
that?
are you taking that?
Ours. Okay.
Why would I want to?
And if it's possible, could we get it by then? I found one on YouTube that I think would work. Yeah, I didn't know if there was already Idaho. It's a test. Idaho, if we can. Yeah. Well, just so they can
Okay,
what
you
they're
choose
looking for. What kind
keep
of
them or
I'm gonna go burn them.
leads or whatever you feel like doing with your welds. But they're yours.
This doesn't even deserve to go in the bin right here on the
Yeah,
sheet.
that's
Okay.
251.
So the grade sheets are on those 2 horseshoes on the bulletin board, the whiteboard up there. Okay, so that's what the grade sheets will be. I'll hang up the new grade sheets probably tonight, and then I'll also put a new rubric up there. So this rubric to show you how to do it. Okay? Okay, so Braden said that he has a hard time with the grader at the end. Any advice?
Good morning. Today is Monday, February 1st. And your announcement. Student council officers, stop by Mrs. Stevens' room to get a very important handout. FFA officers, there is a meeting today during the lunch, so we'll have lunch with you. Girls basketball, the girls travel to Aberdeen on Tuesday for a chance to play in the district tournament. Good luck, ladies. Boys basketball, the boys will host Aberdeen here on Wednesday. Wrestling, the boys travel to Soda on Wednesday. And nutrition, tomorrow is breakfast pizza. Grab and go today is chef salad, and tomorrow is hamburger. Lunch today is spaghetti, and tomorrow is for nachos. Please stand for the pledge. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
When there is an iPhone in the office, please come identify it so you can have it back.
So is this
Thank you.
Okay, so before we head out or anything like that, okay? So Braden said that he has a hard time filling in the grader at the end. Advice, other welders.
Go
I
off
just-
and then come back and hold it.
I just go off and then come back to like a half a second.
What do you do, Byron?
Well, I don't think you want advice from that.
Okay, so Byron says he has a lot of splatter on his welds. So, how can he,
You're
Who
either
else?
too close or too far away.
Going too far does a lot of supply, man.
so what's too far away?
When you're bar playing, because then it like you know when you're going kind of flicker and kind of like starts like probably too far. Man.
Also, your quizzes are in the casting, they're alphabetized. So if you want your quizzes or assignments back, that's where they are. Any other questions or concerns about that milk crate? Okay, any other questions, concerns? Great weekend stories, anything? They're a little lost.
I think you know.
I did get the bonus right.
You did. Okay, so 7th hour had the most 11s out of 10s on their quizzes.
Yeah, it's just like sitting on top. Yeah, dude, that's pretty.
So 7th hour had
Was
the
that
most
too close?
11 out of 10
Turn it up.
quizzes.
Something like that.
So this next week, what are we going to be prepared for?
Yeah, it's going up with it.
Cleaning our boots.
Hey
On
guys,
the quiz at the end.
Extra.
Right,
God.
right. This kid is the only one with got it.
And I'm
And
trying
it
to
was
pay
easy.
attention.
It was easy.
don't ruin your night.
Whoa, Charlie.
Okay,